The lifestyles we live are movies of their own. Our parents or guardians are the makers of these movies, and the home is the primary industry or studio from which those movies were produced. Life is a movie. Hello students, this is the time class with the Millennium Teacher, the class that teaches the lessons of life based on facts to transform, inspire, motivate, and educate you about life. You're welcome to class. If you're a newcomer in this class, please enroll by following us on our social media handles, on TikTok at The Private Class, on Instagram at The Millennium Teacher, on Facebook and YouTube at GNBC Vlog. You are encouraged to comment on the lessons by asking questions or raising your concerns. We'll address them accordingly, okay? Now for today's class, we're going to discuss the home as a movie industry based on my book titled Life is a Movie, A Call to Action. This book is available for sale. You can order a copy from Amazon or contact me to get your copy, okay? Yes, the home is a movie industry. The lifestyles we live are movies of their own. And like every movie, they are produced from a particular studio. And the home is the major industry responsible for producing the various lifestyles which we live. Now, in every movie industry, there are people who are responsible for the production, distribution, and exhibition of their movies. These people are otherwise known as movie makers, and they include producers, directors, editors, characters, etc. These are the people responsible for the production of the movies in every production house or studio. Now, since life is a movie and we are talking about the home as a kind of studio or a production house responsible for producing the various lifestyles we live, we need to bear in mind that the home, like every other studio, has producers, directors, editors, characters, and various sets of people who are responsible for the production of the movie called life. The lifestyles we live today primarily originate from the home, and that is why I call the home as a movie industry. In every home setting or family, parents or guardians are responsible for the lifestyles lived in that particular family. That is why I have concluded that parents or guardians are the producers, directors, and editors of the movies or lifestyles lived or produced at home. Who is a producer? In chapter 1 of my book, when we are discussing the people involved in movies and their roles, we talk about all these people. So I'll just tell you a brief about it. Now, a producer is the person that provides everything needed for the production of the movie. That is why he's called producer. In other words, provider. So similarly, in the home, being a studio, the parents or guardians are the producers. In other words, the providers of everything needed for the lifestyle which their family lives. Yes, it is the job of the parents to pay the bills, to provide food, to buy clothing, and everything necessary in the house. It is the job of the parents or the guardians in the house. And so, that is why I consider them to be the producers of the movie produced at home. On the other hand, parents or guardians are also directors. Yes, they are the directors of the movie produced at home. What is the role of a director? The director is responsible for providing the script, interpreting the script, and directing the characters to bring the script to life. So at home as well, the parents or guardians, being the directors, they are responsible for giving the necessary instructions which the children or every member of the house needs to follow. It is the job of the parents to train their children the right way they should live life. We all come to this world not knowing how to do anything. Just as movie actors, when they are given certain roles in movies, they don't know how to play those roles. And so the directors rehearse with the characters in order to help them be able to play their roles. And so also, parents are responsible for instructing their children and guiding them how to live their lives. They are responsible for making sure that their children go through the necessary training which they need to become better children in society. That is what is written in the textbook according to Proverbs 22 verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Another point again is that parents are the editors of the movie produced at home. Now, the editor is responsible for removing the unnecessary scenes, putting the pieces together, and adding effect to make the movie compelling. So parents, being the editors, they are responsible for removing bad habits from their children, bad behavior, or any unnecessary behavior that their children put up. They are responsible for removing them. They are responsible for putting the lives of their children together so that it will be interesting and compelling. When characters are acting their movies, they make so many mistakes, and it is the job of the editor to remove those mistakes, make sure that they are not seen in the movies. And so also, parents are responsible for removing the mistakes, the bad habits of their children. They are responsible for getting rid of all that so that it will not show up in their lifestyles as they go on in life. Because if a movie is not well edited, the mistakes are found in that movie, the audience will criticize the movie. And so also, when the bad habits of children showcase in the public, people will criticize their parents. Life is a movie. Parents or guardians are the makers of the movie produced at home. So if you are a parent, be mindful of the way you train your children. Make sure you give them the right instruction that will enable them to play their roles well in life. So this takes us to the end of the class for today, and I believe you have learned a lot. In our next class, we'll continue our lessons on the home being a movie industry, and there are so many things we really need to learn from this, okay? Make sure you are in class next week. Till we meet again, I have been your teacher, Solomon Joseph Kekora. Class dismissed.